Today we're test driving the all-new Nissan Murano and we're going to do a fuel economy test to see how well it performs. As you can see right now, I have a full tank of fuel, and on this full tank, my fuel range is estimated to be 732 kilometers before I run completely out of fuel. You'll also notice I have both my trip meters here on the screen and they both currently read 0. We're going to be driving this over the week and see how many kilometers we complete, and after that we'll head to the gas station to see how much it costs to fill up, so stay tuned. We just spent the week testing the Nissan Murano and we have some numbers here we'd like to share with you. As you can see, we've driven a total of 200.5 kilometers and our remaining fuel range is rated at 462 kilometers. Also worth noting is we have more than a half tank of fuel left. My driving conditions have been pretty basic. I haven't had the air conditioning or the heating on at all, but I have had the sound system on the whole time. Also worth mentioning is I did around 90% of my driving in the city and 10% on the highway, just to give you an idea of how I got the numbers that I did. As you can see, we're at the fuel station right now and we're going to fill it back up, and based on that we'll do some calculations to get a better idea of how much you can actually expect to spend on a full tank of fuel, as well as your actual fuel economy based on my driving. As you can see, we spent $33.64 to fill up 26.3 liters of fuel at a fuel cost of $1.277 per liter. As you just saw, we spent $33.64 to fill up 26.3 liters of fuel at a fuel cost of $1.277 per liter. Also worth noting is the fuel tank capacity of the Murano is 72 liters or 19 gallons. As I mentioned, our fuel rate right now is $1.277 per liter, which is unusually high compared to the seasonal average. You might also be experiencing a higher fuel rate in your local area, so when you take the numbers that I'm giving you in terms of fuel pricing, please use your local fuel rate to multiply and get the numbers that are more accurate to your region. Let's start by calculating our kilometers per liter number, and to do that, we'll take the 200.5 kilometers that we've driven so far and divide it by the 26.3 liters of fuel that we filled up. So 200.5 kilometers divided by 26.3 liters gives us 7.6 kilometers per liter. That means every liter of fuel will give us 7.6 kilometers of driving. Now let's calculate our actual fuel range based on my driving, and we're going to do that by taking the 7.6 kilometers per liter number that we achieved and multiply it by the fuel tank capacity, which is 72 liters. So 7.6 kilometers per liter multiplied by 72 liters gives us 547.2 kilometers. That means on a full tank of fuel, based on my driving, you can expect 547.2 kilometers of driving. Now let's calculate our cost per kilometer. And how we're going to do that is we'll take the $33.64 that we filled up for and divide it by the 200.5 kilometers that we drove. So $33.64 divided by 200.5 kilometers gives us 0.16 per kilometer. That means every kilometer in the Murano costs us 16 cents Canadian. And finally, let's calculate the cost of a full tank of fuel. First, let's do it for Toronto, Canada, where the fuel price is $1.277 per liter. So $1.277 per liter multiplied by the fuel tank capacity, which is 72 liters, gives us $91.94. That means a full tank of fuel, if you were to fill up in Toronto, Canada, would cost you $91.94 Canadian. Now let's cross the border into Detroit, USA, where the fuel price is $2.50 per gallon. So $2.50 per gallon multiplied by the fuel tank capacity, which is 19 gallons, costs us $47.50. That means a full tank of fuel, if you were to fill up in Detroit, USA, would cost you $47.50 US.